You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. It is a Thursday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew along with Grande and the Brown Man, and we come to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Hey, guys, before we jump in, I want to talk about all the Pro Bowl voting and the rosters on the NFL Pro Bowl. And the reason I want to do that is because there's a lot of local relevance to the story. But before we do, I got to tell you guys, I got my booster shot yesterday.
You, how you feel?
Got that chip implanted.
Yeah. That's right. I took it yesterday.
You feeling real magnetic right now?
I don't know how to feel right now. I went to a Vons in Solana Beach. This is kind of like my regular grocery store, you know, and I don't ever use the pharmacy there. So I walked in to the store, you know, and by the way, the store was packed, just packed.
Holidays.
I know, right. And this isn't like, I call this about.
I'm going Christmas shopping after the show.
You are. I'm talking like, by the way, dude, I got to go to a Costco tomorrow. Seriously.
Whoa,
I'm like,
wow. Do that to yourself.
I got to go to Costco tomorrow. I have to. I need to go get a couple of things, and I can only get these things at Costco. And so I'm like, oh man,
dude, I went to a Costco. I went to a Costco on Monday, and it was bad. You're going tomorrow?
I know.
You love punishment.
I know I do. I am a glutton for it. I know, it's right. So
you got the booster at a Vons pharmacy?
So I go into a Vons yesterday, right? And I go grocery shopping at this Vons, but I don't use the pharmacy there. I use the pharmacy at the local CVS, right? So I walk into the store and I literally realize I don't even know where the pharmacy is in this store. So my natural assumption was, well, walk in, the produce and everything is over here on the left. I'm going to walk all the way to the back. Then you get to kind of like the fish and the meats and things like that. And I'm going to turn right, and the pharmacy's got to be right over here. It's got to be in the back of the store. At least that's what I'm thinking. I get to the back of the store and I'm like, hey, schmuck, this is where you grocery shop. You don't know that this is where the milk is and the eggs are and all this stuff. Right? And then I start to think to myself, where the hell is the pharmacy in this Vons? And then I remember finally, oh, yeah. They got a whole section here on the west end of the store that's all the pharmaceuticals and medicines, over-the-counter stuff and whatever else. So I make my way back to the place, and I have an appointment to get my booster shot. And there's paperwork that you have to fill out. So I got the email and I listened to the instructions, print this, fill it out, bring it with you. So of course I printed it out, but I didn't fill it out. So I brought it with me, and the nurse said, do you have your paperwork? And I said, well, I have it. I just haven't filled it out. So she gives me a clipboard. I fill out all the paperwork. Okay, fine. And there's a line of people there waiting. I'm like, what are these people doing? Turns out I made an appointment like 3 weeks ago for the booster. Had I known then what I know now, and I'll pass it on to everybody, I would have done what these other people were doing. There were people there waiting to get their boosters who did not have appointments. So if you had one, like I did and other people did, you were kind of the front of the line. But if you didn't have an appointment, you could stand there, and as soon as the nurse is available, they got plenty. Come on in, sit down. So I go in. I was wearing a sweatshirt like this, my Kaplan and Crew hoodie. I take it off because I had a short sleeve shirt on underneath. I lift up my sleeve, and the woman, this nurse, by the way, can I say something really quickly? This nurse was smoking hot. Really hot. And when you're in my position,
you're like, ooh, got a new pharmacy.
Well, I was like, so do you work here a lot, or like, what's your deal? And she's like, yeah, I'm here on Wednesdays, and there's two other nurses that are here on like Tuesdays and Fridays. And I'm like, okay, good to know that you're here, even though I'm in a very happy relationship. Nonetheless, very hot nurse, no wedding ring, and she delivers the booster to me. I don't even feel it. I mean, I literally did not even feel the shot go in. Now, Al Long, who is a longtime great friend who lives up in Oceanside, he cautioned me. He said, here's what you do. Take 1,000 milligrams of Motrin before you get this shot. And then like 4 hours later, after you got it, take more Motrin. So I did exactly what Al Long told me to do. I took the Motrin. I got the booster. I took more Motrin a little bit later on. And then I went to a holiday party last night feeling like, with everything that's going around right now, And even with people that are close to me that have been double vaxxed, boosted, and have a full-blown case of COVID and are really experiencing cold-like symptoms, I'm still going to this holiday party. Today, I can tell you this. I'm about 25, 26 hours from having had the shot. Sore arm, sore, not like killer sore. Like I talked to Ruthie from Tori Holistics yesterday. She told me that when she got the shot, a couple hours later, her arm hurt so bad she thought she was having a heart attack. She forgot that she had gotten the booster. She's like, "What the hell's wrong with me? What's wrong with my arm?"
Tori Holistics, baby.
Yeah. So all I can tell everybody is this: you do you. You make up your own decisions. Okay, whatever. I decided to get boosted. Somebody said, "Well, why'd you decide to get boosted?" I'm like, "I don't know. I got the vaccination in early April. I got the second vax in late April. I've since had COVID, a breakthrough case. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing my part is what I'm hoping is. Maybe that's like ridiculous. Maybe you think I'm some sheep, but whatever. I got it. I have a sore arm. I've had a few friends that have told me 18 to 24 hours after the booster, that's when they actually got sick and got knocked down for a couple of days. Thus far, what I can report to everybody is I got boosted. My arm is a little bit sore, and you can get the booster without an appointment, but you may find yourself standing in line. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's I wouldn't wait in line for that because you're increasing your chances of getting it by standing in line with a bunch of people. But cool, good. Shout out to hot nurses, man.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out is right. Brownie, you been boosted yet? You boosted yet?
I'm going today.
Oh, really?
Allegedly.
Uh-huh.
My sisters went this morning and my mother went this morning as well. All three went today. And then Omicron's going crazy. So we just, wanted to make sure before we came over here. So we took some COVID tests yesterday just in case, and we're both negative, me and the missus. So yeah, I just wanted, a little peace of mind. I didn't want to give it to my mom or my sisters or anybody, even though I'm boosted already. You never know.
Yeah, right on. Well, hey, listen, I'm going to turn our attentions right now into some NFL news, and we'll get there in just one quick second. But I will just say this. Double vaxxed, had a breakthrough case, got the booster yesterday, sore arm. That's about it. But I will say that I made an appointment for this upcoming Monday at iThrive MD. And the reason I made this appointment is because I want to make this body right here a force field. Because next Wednesday, I'm supposed to go to Atlanta for the Peach Bowl. And, there's a part of me that is a little nervous about, all right, I'm going to go to the airport. I'm going to be around a lot of people. I'm going to fly down to Atlanta. I'm going to stay in a hotel. I'm going to travel in, Ubers. I'm going to go to a game. There's going to be a lot of people at the stadium. In the suite, there'll probably be 20 people or so. Maybe it'll turn into more. They're coming in from all over the country. Man, the last thing I want to do is get COVID right now. So, because I don't want to have to quarantine for 10 days because that seems like a complete pain in the ass, right? So what I'm doing is this. I'm going to iThrive MD this Monday. And I'm taking every vitamin that they can put into some sort of intravenous fluid. Give it to me, Dr. Damani. Just pump it into me. Vitamin C, B12, NAD, whatever it is, give it to me. Not because it scientifically proves to keep COVID away. It's just my own theory of make your body as strong as you can make it. Give it as much vitamin as you can because, I'm eating like crap right now. I'm in the middle of the holidays. So all I'm saying is this. I always tell you about iThrive MD because of testosterone. And it's true. If you today make an appointment today, 858-240-1497, 858-240-1497. If you make an appointment today, your first month of testosterone treatments are at 50%. But I'm not talking testosterone today. I'm talking about intravenous vitamins. And I know one thing that I've been getting a lot of response from people is, hey, Scott, when are we going to do this IV lounge that you're talking about? And the answer is in the early part of the new year. I'm working with Raquel Gay. I'm working with her to make an appointment. And then I'm going to invite a whole bunch of great friends in the first 10 or whatever that decide that they want to come. We're all going to sit around, take in all these vitamins, hang out like a barbershop, have a great time and talk it all out. But we'll all be together while we're doing this. I'm going to iThrive MD on Monday. Doc, hit me with everything. NAD, B12, vitamin C. This body becomes a force field so that I can go down to Atlanta and be with all my college pals for that Peach Bowl. So I Thrive MD, make an appointment today, 858-240-1497. All right, Grande, this is probably going to kill me because I know Browner is going to really, really enjoy this. But the NFL announced yesterday the starters in the Pro Bowl. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. Okay? Nobody cares about the game.
Oh,
But the issue is the honor of being named a Pro Bowl starter. So forget about the game. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to make their day. Are they? Brown, are you going to make your whole day? Hey, it's the Pro Bowl. Got to sit around and watch the Pro Bowl. But the
Depends on who's
honor.
playing.
Well, I'll tell you who's playing. The honor of being named a Pro Bowl starter is it's a really great thing in your career. And when you look at the AFC side of things, who do you suppose would be the starting quarterback in the AFC? Patrick Mahomes comes to mind, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a name. He's a name.
But check this out, Alex, if you put up the roster on the screen for everybody to see, those that are watching on YouTube and those that are catching up with us on television at night, if you look at the roster of the Pro Bowl, the starting quarterback of the AFC side is Herbert, Justin Herbert.
What? You mean to tell me Justin Herbert is the starter over all the quarterbacks in the AFC?
That's what I mean to tell you. That's exactly right.
All of them.
Every last one of them. Patrick Mahomes included.
Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. How you feel about that? I mean, I think that's great.
I do too. I mean, I got to admit, for the kid, I don't have any hatred for the kid. I just don't want the team to succeed. But for him, I got to say, second-year player, a starter on the Pro Bowl team, when you've got a guy like Patrick Mahomes who's already gotten a Super Bowl championship and has been to a second Super Bowl and has the most lucrative contract in all of football and who has the best team in the AFC and who just had this spectacular comeback win against Herbert and the Chargers, it is damn impressive. And I know there's a lot of people out there who feel the same way that I do. We will never support the Spanuses. We don't support or cheer for the Chargers anymore, but we can respect and acknowledge how good of a player this young kid is. And I got to say, it's an incredible honor for the kid to be a second-year player and become a starter in the Pro Bowl. So that's pretty damn impressive. That's what I'll say.
That's all. That's all. That's all. Second year already by consensus that everyone uses to measure who's had good years, who's doing great, who's not doing so great. Number one quarterback. That's all. Rest my case. Rest my case.
Don't do to me what you do to me when it comes to Justin Fields. Because now I'm rooting for Justin Fields to fail. Don't do that to me with Herbert.
What you mean? I'm not doing nothing to you.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
are.
doing nothing at all. I'm
Yeah,
just,
you are.
listen, the people have spoken. My other Justin, starter. Best in the AFC. Now wait till both my Justins. Wait till both my Justins at the top. That's next year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Ready for a truth bomb?
Yeah.
This whole thing's rigged.
Oh my God. But by who?
Like Jake
Okay.
Paul rigged it.
Okay. No. Hear me out.
I'm all ears.
Browner, who's the starting left tackle for the Chargers?
Some kid they drafted last year.
Okay, what's his name?
Come on, man. I don't know offensive lineman name.
Dude, he didn't know Brady Hoke's name yesterday.
No, I'm saying like
that
no,
ain't
but what I'm
really saying nothing if I can't remember their name.
All I'm saying is, who's their center?
Again, same thing. Some fat guy.
But you're LA Brown, so I figure you're a Charger fan.
Facts.
These guys protect Justin Herbert.
They do.
I'm asking who, because you're telling me that the Chargers got 6 starters in the Pro Bowl, 6, including 2 offensive linemen who Browner, a Charger fan, can't even name. So here's why I know it's rigged. You can just say Justin Herbert was the top vote getter in the AFC, because how would we know differently? Who's counting this? This is the NFL helping the Chargers to try and elevate these players to build a fan base for them. It's very simple what's happening here. You're telling me, and honestly, Justin Herbert doing it, you can sell me there. You can sell me that Justin Herbert is the top vote getter over Patrick Mahomes, over Josh Allen with two rabid fan bases. You could sell me that Herbert won that vote. But you're going to tell me that the left tackle, who no one knows, Rashawn Slater, and the center, who I still don't know, and I looked at his name earlier and I forgot it already. You're telling me that they got the most votes in the AFC as linemen? You're telling me that
you're
they're the
bringing up an
most
interesting point.
They got the second most starters in the AFC.
The Colts got the most starters in the Colts got a ton of not the
They're
most,
on
but
Hard Knocks.
they got a ton of starters
Everybody
too.
knows them. They're on Hard Knocks.
This is an interesting point, though. This is very interesting because
No, it's not. This is a lie.
No, it is, because you might think to yourself that LA is such a huge market.
Thank you.
And there are so many fans in LA
And San Diego
that they would be able to overwhelm other fan bases just by sheer numbers of population. But I think Alex is actually onto something here. That if you're in another part of the country, you may know that Justin Herbert's had a nice year, and you may think he's got a cool uniform, and you may think his hair is nice, and whatever. But
he throws bombs.
It's surprising that he would be the
starters.
starter over Patrick Mahomes.
Why?
And because Patrick Mahomes is already an established superstar and a Super Bowl
MVP
champion, and he's got the most
champion.
lucrative contract in football. And I think what Alex's point is that the NFL can make their own decisions. Nobody knows who voted. Nobody knows how many votes were really cast. Nobody knows where they came from. So if the NFL says that he's the top vote getter, who's doing an investigation to find out if it's true or false? But to think that the league would say, we need to help the Chargers. To help the Chargers get their quarterback as the number one starter in the Pro Bowl. Joey Bosa, we can all buy that. These offensive linemen, well, nobody knows who they are anyway on any of these teams. So
how
who
are
cares?
they rated on Pro Football Focus?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
How does that?
My answer is I don't know. Do you know? Because I don't know. So if that's what your argument is, you should probably let us know. But all I'm saying is, Alex, I think what you're saying about Herbert and about the fact that the Chargers have 6 guys in the Pro Bowl, it's kind of interesting.
It's not really Herbert. I don't think it's really Herbert. I think it's Rashawn Slater. I think it's Corey Linsley. I think it's the fact that they have 5 alternate starters too. 5. So you got 11, possibly 11 Pro Bowlers for the Chargers out of nowhere. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it.
How about the Rams? Let's find out about the Rams. Now, how do the Rams compare to the Chargers? Okay, you got Aaron Donald. That's an obvious one. You got Cooper Kupp, the best wide receiver in the NFL. You've got Jalen Ramsey, who most consider to be the best corner in the NFL, and their kicker, Matt Gay. These are 4 starters in the Pro Bowl for the Rams, and the Chargers have 5 starters or 6 starters. It wasn't really
6.
It's 6, huh?
6. Yeah, here's your 6 for the Chargers.
Okay.
Derwin James, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Joey Bosa, the center and the left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Linsley and Slater.
Uh-huh.
Listen, congratulations. Just not buying it. Rigged. Just not buying it, dude. Not buying it whatsoever, man.
I love the skepticism.
Here's your vote getters, top vote getters for every position in every conference. So Tom Brady in the NFC, Justin Herbert in the AFC. And here's the rest of the list for you.
Why y'all just can't accept? Why y'all just can't accept that the Chargers have a transcendent quarterback? They have 2 cities voting for them, San Diego and Los Angeles, which has 10 million people in it. Last time I saw the census. San Diego County has 3 million people in it. So this is just Humboldt County. Just let that go. It's now y'all now living in Humboldt County, and he get them votes. So get used to seeing them, because statistics plays a part in this. Y'all love them numbers. Y'all love to talk about them numbers. Clearly, he's having a good year because it's reflected well, and people seeing that and voting that man in place. Now, if he played in a terrible place like Wisconsin, maybe not. Well, he played in a broke ass place like Kansas City, maybe not. Maybe they can't even afford to vote.
Maybe if he played in some cold ass, never succeeding sort of franchise like
Buffalo.
Chicago came to mind.
Buffalo.
Because Chicago's never going to have a Pro Bowl quarterback. Never.
Mr. Trubisky was a Pro Bowl quarterback. Stop it.
He must have been somebody's
alternate.
Yeah.
He was like the 10th alternate.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Same way Kirk Cousins been a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Robert Quinn's a Pro Bowler. What you talking about? Chicago's one of the greatest cities in this country, sir. How dare you?
Yeah, well, not for quarterbacking. I can tell you that
That's
right
probably
now.
true. I can't argue that.
Well, I got to say, listen, whether the NFL is going out of their way to help the Chargers,
False.
or if it was completely legitimate that people really did vote in mass for Justin
True.
Herbert.
What are you trying to do? Stop the steal now? You stop the steal guy, Alex?
No, just don't buy it.
All right.
I
don't care.
Who won?
Who
won?
Personally think this game isn't going to be played anyways, but like I don't care.
Nor should it be
like
played.
the funny thing about this is like Mahomes probably won't play in the game because he's probably gonna be in the Super Bowl, and Herbert will be in the game because the Chargers ain't making the Super Bowl. So congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, they could have had Herbert as the backup and Mahomes as the starter. And as Mahomes is enjoying the Super Bowl festivities in L.A., Herbert can go play in the Pro Bowl, which is where this year.
You know why you probably got this as
Vegas.
well? Because to start the year, Mahomes didn't play well. For a large part of the year, Mahomes wasn't playing well, and Herbert was.
That's
Mahomes
true.
has gotten better lately, but for the most part of the season, people are like, oh, what's wrong with Kansas City? What's wrong with Patrick Mahomes?
All right, well, hold that thought for a second because we're up against a break, and let's talk about that and Thursday Night Football, which is going to kick off soon. Stick around. This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
Here at the mightier 1090 AM, we don't just bring you SoCal sports. That would be lame. We also bring you the blue and gold Fighting Irish. We're the radio flagship for Notre Dame football for all of Southern California. This is the mightier 1090 AM. Right now at BMW San Diego, get 0.9% APR financing up to 36 months on all in-stock 2018 and 2019 certified pre-owned BMW models. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road and the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
Watch your San Diego State Aztecs take on the San Diego Christian Hawks. December 28th at 6 p.m. live from the Viejas Arena.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great googly moogly. Oh, yeah. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon, where your trade-in is always worth more. Just off I-8 in El Cajon.
Right now at BMW San Diego, get 0.9% APR financing up to 36 months on all in-stock 2018 and 2019 certified pre-owned BMW models. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road and the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
Time now for Kaplan and Crew Tonight's Community Connect. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon. And by Prospect Home Finance.
Last month, the Orange County Soccer Club hosted its second Corporate Cup, pitting local businesses against one another in a competitive round-robin soccer tournament, with the finalists playing at Championship Stadium after the Orange County SC home game on Wednesday, October 20th.
Really a great opportunity to get our whole company and our families out here together, spending time for a good cause and really enjoying it.
Co-ed teams from a variety of industries showed up at the Great Park Fields in Irvine to participate in the charity tournament, with the proceeds going to the OCSC Community Foundation to help further its mission to use soccer as a vehicle to promote health and wellness, support and empower youth, foster an inclusive environment, and unify the local community.
We feel great about giving back to our community. Experian is a company that tries to give back in many ways, and just being able to support this cause is awesome. Anything that we can do to kind of support Orange County, we're all about it.
It was a fun day out on the field with 16 teams battling it out for bragging rights to see who moved on to the finals.
They've been taking it pretty seriously so far. A lot of them have been practicing in the weeks leading up. They've got their own custom jerseys, and you can tell they're having a great time just getting out of the office on a Friday on a beautiful day here at the Orange County Great Park.
The team members were extremely excited and passionate. We got more than expected entries, and we had to tell people then just show up and cheer the team.
Participating companies were also treated to meet and greets and private coaching sessions with OCSC players and coaches.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's Community Connect is fueled by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
Listen to the Mightier 1090 for the LA Football Show with Ryan Dyru. Fridays at 5 p.m. The best guests and the best coverage for your LA football teams. Rams, Chargers, UCLA, USC, SDSU. We have them covered. Only on the Mightier 1090 AM.
Food insecurity is defined as not having sufficient resources to buy food either for yourself or for your family. Folks who are food insecure struggle with not having enough food to eat because maybe they lost their jobs. It is important to not just look at one person as being food insecure, but really looking at them as it could be anyone. The San Diego Food Bank has been around for over 40 years. Our job is to help procure food for San Diego County residents to make sure that no one is going to bed hungry. Accessing food from the San Diego Food Bank is very simple. A lot of our distributions right now are operating as drive-through distributions, so they are safe to attend if you are concerned with getting out of your vehicle and walking into a food pantry. The San Diego Food Bank needs your continued support. Please visit our website at sandiegofoodbank.org, and there you will see all of the different ways that you too can get involved.
There's a difference between just getting there and enjoying the journey. At Team Mazda of El Cajon, we put you in the driver's seat of the best cars around. From our stylish crossover SUVs to our classic sedans and sports cars. At Team Mazda of El Cajon, your good credit and trade-in can turn into the Mazda of your dreams. Start enjoying your drive with a new Mazda today. Visit Team Mazda of El Cajon.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
San Diego State football won the Frisco Bowl on Tuesday night. The Aztecs took down UTSA 38-24 to earn their 12th win of the season, the first time in program history that SDSU has 12 wins in a season. Quarterback Lucas Johnson had a career-best 333 passing yards and 3 touchdowns while also rushing for a touchdown. Kicker-punter Matt Araiza had a 33-yard field goal and finished the season with an NCAA record 51.19 yards per punt. Araiza beat the record set by Texas A&M punter Braden Mann in 2018. SDSU trailed in the first quarter before taking the lead heading into the half. Then in the third quarter, they continued to hold off UTSA to get the bowl win. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable. Watch your San Diego State Aztecs take on the San Diego Christian Hawks. December 28th at 6 p.m. live from the Viejas Arena.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew Show on the Mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the Mightier 1090 and Your View. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
All right, everybody. It is a Thursday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios. We are the day before Christmas Eve. Tomorrow we won't be on the air, but we will have a best of radio show and we'll have a best of TV show. But as Alex pointed out to us several weeks ago, he celebrates Christmas on Christmas Eve. So he's already gone up to Oxnard. He's already visiting family. And tomorrow we're going to take the day off and then we'll be back on the air on Monday afternoon. So glad to have everybody here in the 7 Mile Casino Studios along with Grande and the Brown Man. Hey, fellas, I would love to transition. We were talking about the Pro Bowl and we were talking about Herbert making the Pro Bowl as the starting quarterback, the Chargers quarterback.
Rigged.
And Alex has brought up a very, very valid point that this whole thing is rigged by the NFL just to help the Chargers. Browner's not buying that.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
I think so.
That and the microchip inside the shot, huh?
Well, I don't know if I have the microchip inside the shot, but I know that I took the booster yesterday, and thus far, we're talking about 25, 26 hours in now. Still, sore arm. Yeah, sore. Not like it's as if somebody punched me really hard in the arm. Like, it doesn't hurt real bad, but I feel it. And thus far, and hopefully this remains the case, not feeling like that symptomatic thing that people have reported after the booster. Alex, you have a little bit of a grin on your face, like as if it's coming or something, like as if you know something that I don't know.
No, I'm just jealous, man. My left arm was like Ruthie's. I when I got that booster, it was 24 hours later. My left arm, it felt mechanical. It felt like it was broken. It felt like the amount of pain that came out of my left arm was like it was severe pain. Severe pain.
Wow, I haven't experienced severe pain. I am experiencing.
I was at a lump. Do you have a lump? I had a big old lump, dude, and it was sensitive for at least a week.
No, I don't feel very lumpy.
It's that beep-bop, beep-bop.
Yeah, beep-bop, beep-bop, beep-bop. But see, the good thing is, though, now next time you go to the movies, you just put your arm and they'll scan it. So
you're that's cool. This way I don't have to take my phone out of my pocket.
Your phone out, yeah. More
down.
room for two big popcorn and two big soda.
That's right. I just hold a big popcorn and
exactly.
I don't know, man. Next time I go to the movie theater, I'm ordering a small soda because a small soda is like a 2-liter bottle. You know, a medium.
Buddy. Sorry.
No, a medium soda's got to be what? I mean, it's got to be like, I don't know, 5 gallons of soda.
Yeah.
Your
Sounds
buddy
good
what?
To me.
What was your buddy? Your buddy what?
We were talking about side effects. He got taken down for 2 full days. He said.
Same.
2 full days.
I spoke to my best pal down in Florida this morning, and I told him I got boosted. He's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Dude, 2 days. Knocked me out for 2 days."
What does that mean, though? Meaning like they can't do anything? When you say knocked out, what do they mean by knocked out?
I think what they mean is like in bed for 2 days, feeling like crap. You know.
My fiance slept for 14 hours straight.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you know what? My daughter did as well. My daughter got boosted, and then she went on like some really gigantic sleep, like a big old bear.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah, hibernation.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let me do this. Let me ask you guys: have you paid attention to any local San Diego news? I rarely
watch
find
the local news. I mean, I don't watch KUSI, but I watch the local news every day.
Yeah, just to be clear,
boycott.
Just to be clear, do watch local news. Do not watch KUSI. I like that, Browner.
Not
like
1
that.
second. Not 1 second.
I like that distinction.
No disrespect to the local news in San Diego, but I have not tuned in to a local news show since probably working at 1090, maybe.
Yeah. So going back a couple of years ago, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't really watch a lot of local news. As a matter of fact, I got to tell you, I don't really know what's going on in the world right now because I don't really watch very much news at all. Usually I turn on my television and I'll either go to CNBC, which financial news will give me a little bit of what's going on. And then I go to SportsCenter or ESPN. I can watch all day long. I would have ESPN on my television. So I don't really know what's going on in the world, but somebody called me yesterday and said, "Hey, this upcoming Monday, the 27th, would you like to go to some party down at Petco Park for the Holiday Bowl?" Like, I don't know if it's a kickoff party of the week. I'm not really sure. I'll tell you what this guy said to me. But I guess it's a concert on Monday night down at Petco.
Is it a +2?
Ooh, who's performing?
I'll tell you that in one quick second. I'm trying to find it on my phone. I screwed up the spelling of his name, so I've not been able to get to it. But Okay, here's what he tells me. He said, a friend of mine, a guy by the I'll shout him out. His name is Patrick Brown. And Patrick is the lead singer in the band Easy Wind. I've told you guys about these guys.
You have.
They're the Grateful Dead. Yeah, right. So Patrick sends me a message yesterday, and he said that would you guys like to join us? This was to me and Rachel. Would you guys like to join us Monday night down at
like
Petco
us.
Park? Well, he doesn't know you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What should he? Do you think I should give him your number?
No, I do want tickets though.
I know you do. And little do you know that I have started to ask around for Holiday Bowl tickets for you.
My man.
Wow.
Okay.
My man.
I mean, I asked for 4.
So ungrateful, dude.
But I know you freaking ingrate. But the first guy I texted was Rick Schloss, the number
Shout
one
out.
PR man of all of San Diego. And I said, Rick, I need 4 tickets to the Holiday Bowl for my guys. And he said, I don't have any comp tickets to the Holiday Bowl. I said, well, is the Holiday Bowl sold out? He said, no, there's plenty of tickets available. I'm like, all right, so get me 4. What's the problem here? And so I'm just looking for anybody who's listening or anybody who's watching.
Come on, Rick.
Yo, who got tickets to the Holiday Bowl for my man Browner and for Alex? Who got tickets? When is the Holiday Bowl? Is it next Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Oh, it is on Tuesday. Oh, interesting.
Tuesday, 5:00.
Oh, okay. So here's what I get. Hey, Scott, would you like to join us Monday night at Petco Park for the Holiday Bowl pre-party bash? I have VIP tickets to the concert, and it's outdoors at Petco Park. So I said, hey, this is me. This Monday is the game. This Monday, you know. And then I write, oh, by the way, thank you for the wonderful offer, but I didn't know that the game was on Monday. And he writes back, no, it's Tuesday. So he said, look, the concert on Monday night down at Petco Park for the Holiday Bowl is the English Beat, Flock of Seagulls, and Missing Persons. Yeah.
Flock of Seagulls.
I mean,
They play for.
can someone explain something to me, please? With all respect, I want to say I'm very flattered to be invited. VIP tickets.
Don't do it to the Flock of Seagulls.
I'm very flattered. Now, English Beat, I've seen English Beat many times at the Belly Up here in Solana Beach.
Who are they covering for?
Who's the English Beat covering for?
Yeah.
When you say covering, you mean like, are they a cover band covering somebody else's music? No, the English Beat got their own stuff, man.
Oh, what they sing?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to really go into YouTube and find some songs, and then I'd be able to sing them to you. But off the top of my head, I can't. There's one really, really, really famous song, but I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
Then Flock of Seagulls. Someone explain this to me. Like, when was the last time the Flock of Seagulls?
And I run.
No.
Far away.
No, it's not present tense, man. It's past tense. And
do you mean?
I ran so far away. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but at least I know who Flock of Seagulls is.
Can you? But we don't know who English Beat is. If you look up English Beat and you tell me like the name of their number one song, I'll be able.
Mirror in the Bathroom.
Mirror in the bathroom. Mirror in the bathroom. Okay, there's more. Give me the second
That's
most
terrible.
famous song. That is horrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
know who the English Beat are.
All right, English Beat, Flock of Seagulls, and Missing Persons. Now, I think I can name I think I could sing like 2 or 3 English Beat songs, but when they play, you're like, oh, I know that song. I know that song. Flock of Seagulls, I know one song, and honestly, haven't heard of the Flock of Seagulls since 1983. Okay, and
That's the crowd.
Who are Missing Persons? No, come on, that's the crowd. John, this is a college football bowl game for the first time ever in downtown San Diego,
Right.
in a reconfigured Petco Park. They don't come up with something that's slightly more contemporary. I'm not bitching and complaining because I'm going to go and it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. But it just seems odd to me that at a college football game that they break out bands from the early 80s.
They brought the bands that the people who paid to put that thing in there want to hear. That's who's showing up in there. You ain't getting the Migos because the Migos, the people who listen to Migos ain't put no money in there to make that thing happen. This party is for the people who pulled this thing off, not for the people who going to be playing in it or watching it.
You know who doesn't go to bowl games?
Who that?
Students of the schools that are playing in the bowl game.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that you're playing to a certain demographic, and I think the Holiday Bowl knows their demographic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
Ain't like
Well,
Older
Drake
white
come out the
older
crowd.
white folk in San Diego.
Yeah,
That's right.
Old ass
Easy
white people.
breezy.
They're like, hey, if we could get a couple of bands that would appeal to a guy like Kaplan, for example, you know
Flock
Kaplan
of
from the
Seagulls.
radio. How about flock of seagulls from the time he was bar mitzvahed in 1983? How about if
Yeah,
we
There
get
you
those
go.
guys right?
Yeah, baby.
So, what's really interesting though, and I want to show everybody who's watching these pictures, and then for those of you that are listening, we'll show them to you in a second. The way, and I'll give me 1 second, Alex, but the way Petco Park is configured for football, because I actually thought the configuration was going to be more like the way it was when they used to have the rugby event down at Petco. But in fact, the way they've configured Petco Park is the exact opposite of the way. It's completely perpendicular to the way that they used
Ooh,
to.
look at
Or
you,
that's a good word.
perpendicular.
That's a pretty good word.
Shout out.
I mean, I've just really figured out the difference between horizontal and vertical. Like I've just kind of I've just gotten to that now, horizontal versus vertical. So now,
I like how you did the
You know what
hand
always
movements.
you know what's always helped me with that?
tell me.
With the horizontal vertical.
Mm.
So skateboarding vert ramp.
Mhm. Oh, up, vert up,
Yep.
and horizontal sideways.
I think
Yeah.
of it like being in bed with a woman.
Are you horizontal or vertical?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes both.
That's what I'm saying, depending on what she like.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, that's why you are the brown saw, as we
True
all know.
True that.
Hey, before I talk about this, though, and I show some pictures of all of this, I do want to give a shout out and some love to my guy, Brian Bushfield, down at West Coast Barbecue Shop. I know that on Sunday of this week, I'll be heading down to Chula Vista, and this is the day after Christmas. And when I go down to Chula Vista, because I only go every so often because my girlfriend's folks live down there, but when I go, I like to either stop at 7 Mile Casino and get a couple of hands in at blackjack and just at least say hello and how's everybody doing, stop by and be seen. But I also want to stop by and go see our guys at West Coast Barbecue Shop. If you are looking for anything here, last minute shopping, you're a procrastinator, you're driving around, what do I need to get for this person or that person? Alex, when does Mar give all of those great gifts that she bought at West Coast BBQ Shop? Is this going to happen tomorrow with her people, or is your people?
No, it's already happened.
Oh, she gave all these gifts.
Yeah, we did a drive-by. We did drive-bys and handed out Christmas presents, and they were part of the gift packages.
Okay, so what did Mar get at West Coast BBQ Shop for all of her people that really love grilling and stuff?
You got dry rub, seasonings, sauces, mustards, barbecue sauces, accessories, gift cards, like literally like everything that you want for a barbecue. It's all she got most of it. Like some spicy hot sauce, browner. She got like this like really good mustard that Brian was serving with the fancy pigs in a blanket, a bunch of dry rubs for some tri-tip for her brother-in-law in Texas, gift card, yeah, everything, dude.
WestCoastBBQShop.com, but make it easy, especially if you're out driving around and you're looking for last-minute ideas for gifts. 2330 Proctor Valley Road, 2330 Proctor Valley Road. This is down in Chula Vista. West Coast Barbecue Shop, but the online version, WestCoastBBQShop.com. Merry Christmas, Brian Bushfield, mom, wife, fam, everybody who works at this family-owned and operated business, West Coast BBQ Shop, WestCoastBBQShop.com. All right, have you guys seen what Petco Park looks like now, reconfigured to host a college football game? I would have thought that the field would have gone from the third base line out to the right field line, when in actuality, the football field goes the opposite direction. It goes north and south, and it starts on the first base line, and then it goes all the way out to left field, so that the giant video board out in left field is kind of like, it's in one of the two end zones. They had to do a lot of work here and spend a lot of money moving around stuff so that they could fit a football field into Petco Park. But if you freeze it, I don't know if you can right there, Alex, for those that are watching on. Okay. Well, if you're watching on TV or you're watching on YouTube, check this out. This is a drone shot from Fox 5 here in San Diego. Look how they've reconfigured Petco Park to accommodate the Holiday Bowl. And I'll tell you guys something right now. It looks awesome. And
dope.
And I assume that the Holiday Bowl will eventually move to Snapdragon Stadium, the new Aztec football stadium. But I got to say that if I was the Holiday Bowl's organizers, it might be easier to play in a football stadium, but I think it looks way cooler to play the Holiday Bowl in a baseball stadium. And I think it'll also be a much more fun event on Tuesday night as people come into downtown, hit the bars, start walking into the stadium, get done with the game, hit the bars. Not to mention that inside Petco Park, you've got all these great concessions. And I know that Snapdragon Stadium's gone out and they've gotten, Cali Comfort Barbecue and Best Pizza and Brew and other, famous local San Diego places. But I mean, Petco's Petco. Petco's got everything in it. So I think that place looks great. And I hope the Holiday Bowl, I say this in advance of the game. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I hope that it stays down there. It looks really cool. What do you guys think?
I like it. I think it's great. I think I think it gives Petco versatility to be able to do things like that for future dates and hopefully get bigger games in there so San Diego can return to being a showcase for football, even if it is college football.
Yeah, I'm trying to read. I know that I don't think it's a one-time deal. There's no way the Padres spent $1 million to one game, right? So I think I'm trying to look it up. I thought I had it. I think it's going to be there for a few years. I don't think they have a contract, Scott, with Snapdragon.
Well, I hope it stays in Petco Park. Now, here's the other thing I hope for. You ready? I don't know if you guys are watching a lot of college football bowl games right now, but if you watch these games, there's nobody there. I mean,
Yeah.
they're playing in big
Nobody.
Yeah, they're playing in either big college football stadiums or even NFL football stadiums. The fact of the matter is, there's nobody there. Like, for example, when I go to the Peach Bowl next week in Atlanta, you're talking about like a 70,000 seat stadium that has accommodated the Super Bowl. Well, at the Peach Bowl, I mean, I suppose Michigan State fans might travel in a normal year. And I know that the Pitt fans haven't had a big event like this in a really long time, haven't had a good team like this in a really long time. So they may want to come, but then throw COVID on top of all of it. And these bowl games, at least in terms of who's actually there, very sparse crowds. I'm hoping, and I don't have a dog in the fight in any way, but I'm hoping that the local San Diego sports fan community thinks of this as a really cool novelty and says, hey, why don't we go to the Holiday Bowl? And everybody goes, well, who's playing? UCLA, North Carolina State. Well, all right, maybe there's a lot of UCLA alums living in San Diego. There's probably not very many NC State people here. Has anybody heard, is Phillip Rivers, has he been hired, if you will, as an ambassador either by NC State or the Holiday Bowl to come to San Diego and do anything? Anybody?
Nope.
I don't.
Haven't heard anything.
Is he even that connected to the school? Have they retired his number? Like, does he do any appearances there? Does he represent them to the boosters? What have we heard of him doing anything for them at any time? I haven't.
I haven't, but I also have never really gone out looking for that information. You know what I mean? And I'm not like,
Yeah.
hey, what's Phillip Rivers' connection to
NC State?
Yeah, I haven't. Hey, I do want to mention one thing because we're going to talk coming up soon to a great friend in the holiday extravaganza. We're going to talk about, this is later on today, about another great holiday gift idea. And this one is all for the guys. This is for the guys to buy for the ladies. And I'll get to that. But I want to just mention that one of our first people, this is guy right here, Frosty the Robe Man. I've got this robe right behind me on my chair right here. Frosty the Robe Man asked me to remind everybody that if you're into the Holiday Bowl and you're going to be down at the parade, there's going to be a small festival at Lane Field Park for the Holiday Bowl parade. And Frosty the Robe Man is going to have his robes there on sale. This is 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesday of next week, right in the middle of the parade route. And he says there's going to be all kinds of great food trucks, like the best in San Diego. We're all going to be there. So Frosty the Robe Man has started the Robeolution. And I have just, I got a soft spot for people who are risk takers and they want to do something with their lives that is beyond what they were normally doing. So they start a business. Frosty the Robe Man, California Robe Company, the Robeolution is on. And Tuesday of next week, if you're down in downtown San Diego and you're around the food truck festival, Frosty the Robe Man is selling his robes there. So give him a shout out, go by and say hello and support this guy and maybe go buy some of his robes. So Alex, if you put those pictures up on the screen again, I'm blown away. What Petco Park looks like with a football field. Damn, that's cool.
It's definitely a novelty item, dude, because I sent some text messages to some buddies and I was like, that's why I texted you this morning. I was like, you got tickets for this? Because I saw this drone shot by Fox 5 and I was like, yeah, I want to go. Like, I may not stick around till the end of the fourth quarter, but I definitely want to check this out.
I was in San Francisco at the Giants home ballpark years ago. The Cal Bears were using it as their home football field because their stadium was getting revamped or whatever. And they were playing against USC one night. And a football game in a baseball stadium. I'm not talking about a football game in a dual purpose stadium like Qualcomm once was, just a football game in a ballpark dedicated to baseball. I love it. It's really cool. And, I'm not a UCLA fan. I'm not an NC State fan. But to have this game played in downtown San Diego at Petco Park, I'm real curious. So Monday night, I'll even go see the flock of seagulls Monday night just to be a part of the festivities. And then Tuesday, we'll see if we can grab some tickets. How about that?
Let's do it.
Damn.
All right. Hey, we're in the 7 Mile Casino studios, 7milecasino.com. If you're looking for something fun to do this holiday season, stop by 7 Mile Casino. You got blackjack and poker on this side of the casino. You got Sammy's Restaurant and Bar over on this side of the casino. And the best part about it is a completely smoke-free environment. So you're not going to have somebody sitting next to you sucking down heaters while you're like, ugh, would you get that smoke away from me? It is completely smoke-free. So come on down, just 7 minutes from downtown San Diego. And as we're talking about the Holiday Bowl, Alex, should you decide to bounce early from the Holiday Bowl, 7 minutes south, right to 7 Mile Casino. Check them out, 7 Mile Casino, 7milecasino.com. All right, everybody, don't go anywhere. We got a lot more we still want to get to. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man on Christmas Eve.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
Everyone knows when it comes to NFL football, Raider Nation is the #1 pro football team in SoCal. Disagree? Tough. Talk Raiders every Friday at 6 p.m. on Silver and Black Tonight, only on the mightier 1090 AM. Right now at BMW San Diego, get 0.9% APR financing up to 36 months on all in-stock 2018 and 2019 certified pre-owned BMW models. BMW San Diego, Kearny Mesa Road and the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on Your View or stream it online at yourview.com. Sponsored by The Barnes Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit thebarnesfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives. Watch your San Diego State Aztecs take on the San Diego Christian Hawks. December 28th at 6 p.m. live from the Viejas Arena.
Right now at BMW San Diego, get 0.9% APR financing up to 36 months on all in-stock 2018 and 2019 certified pre-owned BMW models. BMW San Diego, Kearny Mesa Road and the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
San Diego State football won the Frisco Bowl on Tuesday night. The Aztecs took down UTSA 38-24 to earn their 12th win of the season, the first time in program history that SDSU has 12 wins in a season. Quarterback Lucas Johnson had a career-best 333 passing yards and 3 touchdowns while also rushing for a touchdown. Kicker-punter Matt Araiza had a 33-yard field goal and finished the season with an NCAA record 51.19 yards per punt. Araiza beat the record set by Texas A&M punter Braden Mann in 2018. SDSU trailed in the first quarter before taking the lead heading into the half. Then in the third quarter, they continued to hold off UTSA to get the bowl win. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
Catch Kaplan and Crew Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you've listened to Scott Kaplan the last 20 years, you know one thing. He likes to stir up some shit. A new generation of radio. The all-new and mightier 1090.
Welcome to Team Mazda of El Cajon. Thank you for joining us to make the trip to San Diego's first Mazda retail evolution facility. It takes years and years to put all this together and to make Team Mazda a reality. Unbelievable team here.
Thank you to John and Corinne for the opportunity. It's a privilege and an honor to say that this is the store I get to be the general manager of.
I do want to speak to what I have in my hand here. It is a big, heavy plaque representing the grand opening. So I want to present this to John, say thank you again.
We're very proud of the work that you're doing here. I commend you on your future prosperity. At this point, I want to invite you all outside to hear a drum demonstration.
Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew Tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the mightier 1090 and by Prospect Home Finance.
Today, we proudly held the ribbon cutting ceremony for our new office in La Jolla, California. Here we are in the Merrill Lynch building, right in the middle of the village, and really, really happy to be part of this neighborhood. This is really special to Prospect in that it almost signifies the fact that we've grown up officially. We have survived the past 15 years by being very agile. We come to this one amazing location from 3 separate offices. So it's fantastic having everyone under one roof. This is going to do wonders in terms of streamlining our operations, being able to communicate with someone down the hall as opposed to someone who's several blocks away is going to be terrific. Our CEO, Jason Vondrack, he's a very humble person, but I know this day really, really means a lot to him in that he has led this company for 15 years. And he started this business out of a studio apartment. And look where we are now. That's huge. I think this new space signifies just endless possibilities for prospects. I mean, we're headquartered in La Jolla, but we do business all around the country. So our goal is to be licensed to offer home financing in all 50 states, and we're well on our way.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's Premium Boost is powered by the mightier 1090 and by Prospect Home Finance. You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
Wilsey Asset Management is an investment advisory firm registered with the SEC. We're a firm that's a fiduciary firm, and we manage $500 million in assets for clients and businesses nationwide. We do better when our clients do better. You want to have a win-win situation. And I saw the same thing with charities. Some of the charities that we're involved in would include Crews for Kids. Another organization that we really helped a lot was Children's Hospital. And there's also other organizations that we help as well in addition to those.
Kind of growing up and seeing how involved my dad was in the community, it really rubbed me, I'm going to say, in the right way. I did kind of take that one step further, I would say, and actually did start my own charity. It's called the Fighters Fight Foundation. What we do is we actually provide experiences to women that are battling stage 3 or stage 4 breast cancer. Our charity is not just about providing the experiences for women, it's also too on educating people. If you want to get involved in the foundation, you can go to our website, fightersfightfoundation.com.
If you love animals, Animal Zone is for you. From rescues to animal experts, Animal Zone is fun for the whole family. Watch Animal Zone right here on YourView, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. And visit animalzone.org to learn more about the show.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.